make me laugh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this. Okay,
Right.
Patrick Reda, thanks so much for joining me today. Hey, how did you find me as a real estate coach?
I found you probably 7 years ago, when I was trying to understand what the hell this real estate thing was on a podcast. And then I learned a
Mm.
lot from it. And then I just reached out to you and called you and said thank you. And you're like, hey, I'm doing a coaching program. And I'm like, sweet. And then we did it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. That's great. I actually remember that podcast. That's pretty crazy.
Uh,
Um, in what areas do you see success in your business?
Making money.
Making money. Actually, consistently getting commission checks. That's a
Yeah,
real novel approach.
that is the consistency, right? Like just, yeah, stay on it. Just keep doing the same repetitive routine stuff and
Uh-huh.
get deals.
And so before you were working with me, you weren't necessarily doing any marketing strategies consistent. Would that be fair to say?
It would unfortunately be fair to say I still don't.
But Patrick, we are working on that.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
I don't know because if you're not doing it, you're having a banner year this year. I'm super impressed with you. And so, you must be doing something right.
I'm doing a lot right. I'm staying on top of the things that are vital and putting systems in place that I never had before, like using the TC, developing and understanding how to use the CRM. I did have it for years, but never touched it. I'm actually implementing that slowly.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, so so the baseline goal is list two minimally a month, new listings, and then cap at four. I listed six last month. I've already got one listed this month or a weekend. If I don't actually just somehow magically manifest that, and I don't even want to say it, but it's the reality of it. If it doesn't just come through the ether because I'm doing the work, I'm working the bridge of incidents, I have the intention, it's all clear. If it
Hmm.
doesn't, I just get on the fucking phone and then just start prospecting, and it takes about 10 hours to pick up a listing,
There you
right?
go. There you
It's
go. And
I,
and that's a really good point that I wanted. A great segue. What before you and I met, what were some of your biggest challenges?
oh God, just understanding the business, right? Because there's
Hmm.
like 1,000 different people who've never done it who are really good at shitty sales, like convince
Uh-huh.
they can help you, but really it's about them. Um, so like there's so many people that are skilled at that level that like in telling you how to do real estate, and it takes a while to get through that to understand what's actually real, right? Like
Hmm. Right.
it's all shiny and flashy, but it's really not. It's awesome. It's
Hmm.
fun to trade it for anything, but at the same time, it's not. We're just sitting around drinking, and getting fat paychecks, right? Socializing.
Right. Right.
It does
Hmm.
happen. It's not the business
Right.
model,
I
right?
love it. I love it. What helped you the most? What do you think were like one or two of the biggest needle movers for you?
Um, Clarity and focus. Yeah,
Mm.
because like okay, I was looking at it or the Canopy like the other night, and this event's I've been like kind of like kicking around for a few days. The exit is financial independence. That's the exit door.
Hmm.
I'm over here, it's over here. There's a billion different things that have nothing to do with anything that can easily get my attention or my focus, take up like me vest in them and waste my time, right? Like I
Hmm.
could 4 hours focus prospecting, get a great some leads, or I could spend 10 hours to do 4 hours prospecting and waste some fucking time. So it's like everything that's in between me and the exit door is irrelevant, right?
Hmm.
Clarity of what is relevant. Okay. Developing the sales skills, the scripts, the prospecting, understanding the framing of it, why I'm saying these things, what I'm saying, what the intention is,
Hmm.
keep track, all that stuff is actually what's relevant, right? Like in servicing
Hmm.
servicing the deals, like it's important, but it's not relevant. Like, it doesn't have anything
Hmm.
to do with just getting new business and getting it inked.
And that's really what you and I talk a lot about is the marketing starting from point A and getting the listings, getting the new business. And I love the fact that because a lot of real estate agents don't get the fact that you really have to concentrate on the revenue producing activities. They think spending 8 hours on a file is, oh, I've had a really good day. Well,
That's all it
no.
is, right? I have a client who closed, I don't know, 2 weeks ago on her house, first timer. and I literally talked to her 3 times on the phone,
Love
3 times.
it.
It was the first time we're nervous and shit. We texted 20, 30, but it was all just like, right? And she, at the end of it, was like, I can't believe how easy this was. That was really surreal. It was easier than you told me it was going to be. And like, right, it was what was relevant. Just
Right.
gave her a little here and there, and it was nothing. And it got fucked
Right.
up to a complicated deal with some problems. And her mom actually thanked me for handling all the stuff on the back end that no one knew anything about because her mom knew, like, right,
Hmm.
stuff going on. But yeah, so
That's
it's
amazing. So this year you've consistently been doing I know you changed your goal just recently. How many listings have you been closing
I
this
don't know.
year per
Zillow,
month?
so like Zillow tracks it like because I've done a bunch of dual agency. I think so far this year I've closed 12 or 14 sides. I've got one hung up now
Great.
that's closing. Um, I got three in escrow right now. One should be closed any moment. Yeah, so and
Wow, that's great.
in the past 3 days, 50, 20, 20. So I've gotten 90,000 in price reductions in 3 properties in the past day because that's
Wow.
vital, right? Like because if it's
Hmm.
moving, and that can be set up with the like all the early legwork, talking to them even in the pre-qual on the phone before even meeting them, setting that up, and then it's easy, right?
Wow.
There
And
was a
what's your goal for the year? How many
uh,
closings?
I don't really care. I just want to break 250 again because I did it before and then it
Hmm.
didn't do it again since then. So just break 250. I mean, I really was like the intention. Okay, so this is where it's shifted a little. The intention was list 2 to 4, minimally 2 properties a month, like stop at 4 to like get the systems in place so then I can get
Hmm.
full with it so then I can hand it off, right? Because I don't want to like get into overwhelm with processing the work and handling it and then fall off the momentum of consistent like listing and closing, right? So
Right.
realizing that, but the bitch of it is with the market where how it is where I am, we're at 10 months of inventory. So I realized that okay, wait, if I want to close the goal of 2 to 4 was close 2 to 4 a month, right? But with the
Hmm.
market is there's more lag time. And so I was like, okay, now I'm gonna have to set that to list 4 a month, 4 to 5 a month minimum, right?
Hmm. Exactly.
Close 2 to 4 a month if I want to hit that like 20 to 25 deals closed a year, right?
Right.
Just
Right.
level while I get CRM in place, get standard operating procedures in place, so then I can just be like, hey, it's an assistant, do this stuff, right?
Right,
So
right. And I think that's the biggest thing that I'm so impressed with you is not only the production that you're doing, but the fact too that you are understanding the importance of these systems, and you're just really going for it, with developing these systems. So that's great. That's good for you. How has your results changed outside of the business, your personal life?
real quick, one touch on the last thing. It's part of that is because I learned what the job was about a year and a half ago, which is actually sales. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I didn't never take it as a like I didn't ever look at this as a business because there was a lot of scrambling to like understand the processes behind it, right? And like how to do it and people. And then about a year and a half ago, someone said something, and I was like, wait, I am a salesman. Like
Yes.
that is the job. It's selling the service of real estate,
Mhm.
right? But
I think
outside,
I think it's really a good point because I'm always saying that in videos and talking to people. This is a sales job. And I think a lot of real estate agents go into this thinking, I don't know what they think. I don't know what, honestly. They're going to just sit at the water cooler eating donuts and just waiting for listings to fall in their lap. And that's not the way it works.
you just you just described every single office ever.
Yeah, exactly. How has this changed outside of business, your personal life?
I'm learning to with the TC and using the CRM, it's kind of tripping me out. I'm learning to be really detached from my deals. Like I
Hmm.
a lot of it, I don't know what the hell's going on unless I look at the CRM, like addresses. Like even like one of my clients are like, well, what about your property in Redwood Valley? I'm like, I've got a listing in Redwood Valley. I'm like, oh yeah, once they start describing it, right? Like, but if that client calls me, I'm gonna know instantly it'll be triggered. But in general, it's not. I don't think about it as much, and then my mind's like freed up for other things, and then there's more time for like actually focusing on what matters, which is either skill development.
Right.
Right?
Right. That's great. And is it also, I mean, you are homeschooling your children. You have a beautiful family. Are you learning to spend more time with your family, taking more time for yourself and taking more time for your family?
Yeah, starting with myself and then learning to do spend more time with them too. I Yes, it's a lot of mental shifts and growth, right? Like in
Yeah.
life, you've got all these patterns we are taught, and then all these patterns we learn from all our realities and lives, and then like it's like, wait, this doesn't serve me, so it doesn't serve me. So what the hell am I doing with it? And then you get real far with it, and then something triggers it, and then it like pops back up, or you make it really far, and then it's like tested by like, do you really want this, or is this really solidified?
Hmm.
So we got all that stuff to work with. But yeah, no, I'm definitely a lot more at peace. I mean, months ago, I was like super, I was a lot more stressed.
Yeah,
Yeah, wasn't
I
even like,
know.
yeah, I know you know. Oh,
I
okay.
know. Yeah, I love our conversations because you're a very deep thinking guy, and sometimes I think that just like all of us, we sort of get in our own way sometimes of success.
Completely. If I was able to shut the hell up and just do what someone do, that's yeah, it's. I mean, the most like helpful things being really successful are being a complete fucking idiot, able to follow directions and having confidence, right? Like
There you go.
with the right guide or like person pointing in the right direction. If you could just follow directions confidently and
Hmm.
I'd be a lot further along than rather than like, okay, so the scripts, it's like 50 pages of like, right, total material to memorize stuff and like blah, blah. But it's not just like memorize it and be able to communicate. It's like, okay, wait, I want to understand this, right? And like
Yes, yes.
time but it's actually long term better because then like, well, everything's in flux and then it's like, oh, cool, this is what they're actually wanting to understand and
Hmm.
like, right, work with. So
Yeah,
I think it's better long term and short term. Takes longer. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Cool. Well, I really appreciate the time. Patrick, what would you say to anybody who's watching this video right now about working with me as their
Uh,
coach?
Chris, if you want an awesome coach and mentor, yeah, no, Chris has been awesome working with you, man. Like it really has. It's been life changing, and I can't thank you enough for all the support and help and wisdom and guidance and just friendship and mentorship. So, like honestly, it's been amazing. Thank you.
That's great. I really appreciate your kind words. Where can people learn more about you, Patrick Reda?
Mm,
How
nowhere.
can they find you? How can we get you referrals?
My
Is it
Zillow,
okay?
my Zillow page is about the only thing that like I put time into on the computer because I don't know, I just like the real world better. But if someone has a referral for me, you can call me.
Okay.
590-4304. But yeah, really like it's I just like the real world. I don't have social media. I don't bother with it. It's distracting. I'd rather learn what to do and help people and live.
I love it. I love it. That's great, Patrick. Thank you so much. And if it's with your permission, I'll put the in my notes. I'll put the your phone number so everybody can reach out to you. Patrick works in Northern California, correct?
I do. I've worked south of Santa Cruz all the way almost to Humboldt. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Well, thanks so much for again, my friend. I really appreciate it.
Chris, thank you for everything, and I look forward to our next chat.
All right.